Namaste, and welcome to 50 Shades of Great. Come to your senses. With me, I'm Kee McGraw. I'm a doctor of health theology, and as such, I am thrilled to present you with these 50 tools with which you can utilize your senses to bring yourself evermore to your own particular greatness. In this way, healthcare professionals might also be able to utilize these tools in working with your clients as well as your students. You are welcome to continuing education hours for your time spent here, and for those healthcare professionals who are interested in receiving a certificate of completion for the efforts that you're about to make, stay tuned for further details online. Fire sight. Continuing along the fire path, we come into this particular tool of stimulating the fire in the body through the use of Bastrika breathing. In this particular application of Bastrika breathing, we will be hoping to clarify the contents in our third eye, or our Ajna chakra. As such, the work with Bastrika breathing will be to help to facilitate the opening of the third eye. As we move through the Bastrika breathing, the bellows breathing, the ongoing stimulation within of the solar plexus will then draw the fire light up from the solar plexus and into the third eye. Coming into this practice, you might be happy to continue to sit comfortably cross-legged or join me in a kneeling position. In doing so, I just want to expose my belly so that you can experience with me what it is that I'm working with. The Bastrika breathing looks like this. It's the corseting of the abdomen within with each forceful exhalation, like this. And then we'll inhale. And we'll retain the breath and send this energy up into the third eye. And exhaling. Now in just this way, I start to experience my vision clearing, my brain being stimulated by the fire within, and in such a way you might also have these kinds of experiences, and in particular times in your life you'll have a true need and desire to stimulate the fire within so that you can locomote and move and take care of the business you need to, and yet do so as you continue to keep your third eye open, to keep your intuitive and sensitive centers within so that you can receive guidance and insight at all moments and all times. So try it with me, and as you do, I'll work with yet another angle so that you might be able to see the action of the Bastrika breathing a little bit better. Inhaling with me, and then exhaling, Bastrika breathing. So each exhalation is paired with the contraction of the abdomen back within. Then exhaling. Inhale. And retaining the breath, send the energy upward towards the third eye, behind the closed eyelids, towards the center of the brain, bringing this clearing energy through your third eye, and then exhale. And pause to notice the effects. In this way, on times when we'd like to locomote and move the body, but we feel inhibited due to weather constraints or other issues in the body, or times when you have injuries that inhibit your ability to move completely as you wish to, you might feel uplifted to note that you could simply practice this Bastrika breathing breath for 20 minutes and receive the same cardiovascular benefits that you would as if you'd been out for a nice long walk or a good long run. 20 minutes of cardiovascular energy, whether it is stimulated through running, walking, or simply the Bastrika breathing, will help to keep the heart and lungs in good condition. And here we're utilizing that energy as well to clear our mind. As such, join me another time through as we come into the Bastrika breathing. And now that you have the sense of it, I'll keep my tummy covered, but I'll use my hand on my abdomen so you might be able to see my belly movement back in and out in a way that still helps to remind you and support you. We inhale together. And exhaling, expelling the breath. And exhaling, and we'll inhale and lengthen through the spine. And then retaining the breath and sending the energy upward behind the closed eyelids. Exhaling, maintaining the spinal length. Now, having stimulated the solar plexus through the Bastrika breathing and drawing the energy into the third eye, next we'll take it into a simple eye exercise in which I'll have you now utilize the energy that's been stimulated within to help to clear your brain and your eyesight and your internal vision ever more completely. In doing so, allow yourself to close the eyes and initially still drawing the eye gaze upward towards the third eye as we have done before, feeling the familiarity of this placement and location in the head for your eyes to be concentrating and fixing themselves. And now we'll start to bring that to a conclusion, and still behind the closed eyelids, turn your eye gaze to the left. And as you turn the eye gaze to the left, towards the left temple, you'll feel the experience of the whole left side of the body similarly responding, opening, drawing your attention ever more completely towards this left side. And as such, one more breath here. And then as you release, come on back to the center and then turn the eye gaze to the right side. And as you look to the right side, towards the temple and beyond, you'll notice that the energy within your body and your being is also looking to the right side, which is to say it's opening and stimulating and having a greater sense of awareness here. And as such, one more breath. Then release and let the eye gaze come back to a general centered moment. The next activity will be to have you take your eye gaze to the back of your head. And while we can't literally do this, we can certainly move in this direction, in which it's as if we're turning the eyes back, like a cat might turn their ears back to listen to something behind themselves. Here we're turning our eyes back as if we were looking back behind ourselves, and in doing so we have a greater awareness of the back of the skull, just as the skull starts to join into the neck, right through the occipital area. Now bringing that point of focus to conclusion, allow your eyes to come simply forward, behind the closed eyelids, and having a moment's rest here. Next, we're going to trace the symbol of a figure 8 on its flat side. In doing so, allow yourself to look forward and then left and then back and then centered and then forward and then right and then back and then centered. And again, forward, left, back, center. Forward, right, back, and center. A couple more times like this. Forward, left, back, and center. Forward, right, and back, and center. Looping side to side as you are comfortable, and perhaps picking up the pace as this action becomes more coordinated within into a graceful and smooth flow from left to right, back to left, back to right again. In doing so, start to bring your efforts now to a calm, centered moment and experiencing the effects of locomotion as it applies to your third eye, stimulating the fire within and using it to help to clear our internal and external vision. And now allow yourself to rest onto your back, lying down. And you're welcome to stay as long as it's right for you, so that you might integrate the energy that's been freed up from the use of this one particular tool. And once you've concluded, allow yourself to come back up into the vertical position. Pause to notice the changes that have taken place in your body, mind, and spirit. And as you do so, join me as we offer our voices in gratitude to the path. Inhaling. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's be with the peace that's deep within. Joy Bhagwan. And Namaste.